Hi Leo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 2021 money and career reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed and linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bowls sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Leo. July 2021, money and career, Leo. July 2021, money and career, Leo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Leo. July 2021, money and career, Leo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. Now, at the top is the energy that grounds us. At the bottom is the energy that grounds us. So let's see what the cards have to say. We have the 10 of Swords, and we have the 5 of Swords. All right. So we're way too much in our own heads right now, and there's a lot that we have learned from. And there's certain battles that are coming back that we thought we were done with. So it's an intense route. It most definitely is. We have the Lovers crowning us, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So we have us moving towards what we love, what we desire, seeing different parts of the coin, you know, seeing different aspects of things, different ways to move forward. And the Queen of Pentacles is Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If you're born on the cusp with Virgo, this is going to be quite intense, but this is also, if you have Earth sign energy within your chart, but this is money, okay? So Pentacles, when we're doing money and career readings, Pentacles are money and Wands are our career. So here, there's the Queen of Pentacles. This is wealth. This is prosperity. This is abundance. This is bounty moving us forward. At our root, it's going to be almost a self-sabotaging time for us. Like, we have to get out of our own heads to be able to move forward. And we'll go more into this. Let's see what our chakra energy is for this time. Leo. July 2021, money and career, Leo. July 2021, money and career, Leo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Ooh, goodness. Okay, so it's just this one. Okay, that's what spirit is saying. So right here we have love, which aligns, yes, with the Lovers, but it's with the heart chakra. It's like, am I in alignment with my heart? What does my heart want? What does my heart need? What is it that I desire at this moment, at this time? What am I building towards? What am I building for? The heart chakra coming out and saying, I need to be heard, is going to, it's almost going to be in conflict with what we're going through right now, where it's saying that I need to just think things through. I need to have all the information and all the facts and everything all lined up and not have a an ounce of doubt. And the heart is saying, listen to me. Listen to me because I'm going to lead you. Listen to me because there is beauty in the emotions, and there's beauty in the messiness of things. So let's look at the energy we need to be mindful of. What is the energy that Leo needs to be mindful of? July 2021, money and career. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. We have the Prince of Wands, and that shows us that we want to just act. There's going to be a part, because we're represented by the wands in the minor arcana and by the strength card in the major arcana. We're just going to want to charge forward. We just want to go after it, go after what we want, what we desire, what we're looking for, what calls to us, what we need. And we're going to be very drawn to people who don't really think things through, but they act tenaciously, they act ferociously. And this is going to be a time where we think, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not supposed to think this through. I'm just supposed to go with it. And at our root, and it does sound confusing because we're being told by spirit, don't overthink, but also don't underthink. So it's kind of like, let's say you're cooking something that, like you're cooking meat, okay? And for those of you who are vegetarians, it's just a metaphor. You're cooking meat, and if it's undercooked, you could get really sick. But if it's overcooked, that's no good, because it's going to be like a piece of charcoal. So you want it cooked just right. This is kind of like the baby bear syndrome. You want things to be just right, with Goldilocks and Three Bears. So with the 10 of Swords, we have the sense of, first of all, I'm too much in my own head. I'm replaying hurts and pains and disappointments and angers and upsets, and why I can't move forward the way that I want to move forward, and what it is that I'm looking towards, or what it is that I want and desire but have failed at before. But I'm not seeing that there's a wealth of knowledge in me that I might never have had unless I had these failures, unless I had these doubts and fears, unless life was overwhelming. And now I'm armed in such a way that it can make me unstoppable, because it's not that naive, I can accomplish anything type of thing that we have when we're younger. Now it's the kind of more worn and weather-beaten person who looks at things and says, I know this. I know this game. I know what I want. I'm focused. I'm hyper-focused. I'm determined. And I'm breaking down barriers. And this is the darkness before the dawn. This is the hurt and the pain before the rise. This is the rebirth. And this is the minor arcana for me. This is the minor arcana death card. And so we have the dying away of the old self and the rebirth of the new. And the rebirth of the new can be harsh, and it can be overwhelming, because we could have liked who we once were, or we could mourn the naivety that we had. But there's a power and a ferocity here that is astounding. So it's actually going to be a rather good thing. And then we have the Five of Swords. So we're being tested. At our root, we are being tested. And the Five of Swords is saying here, I'm facing something that I have faced before. A hurt, a pain, a disappointment, a misstep. And I need to move forward. I need to go after what I want. I need to go after what I desire. And I need to hold true to my victories. And in our modern world, when we see the Five of Swords, we think, oh, this is somebody not playing by the rules. This is somebody not playing well with others. In medieval times, when you won, you took everything. People could lose absolutely everything if they lost in a war, if they lost in a battle or a war, but also if they lost in a competition. Everything was put on the line. And it was a cruel world. It really was a cruel, harsh world. And so here with the Five of Swords, it's I've won. And I've accumulated this knowledge. I've accumulated this power. I've taken my victories. Because if you said, oh, I'll give you back your sword. Oh, I don't need the victory. Like, it's a tie. In the medieval world, you would be considered weak, and everybody would go after you. Right? So here, there's a ferocity. There's a sense of, this is what I've won. And now I'm contemplating, what do I do with my victory? Because this is facing a battle that we have had to face before. This is facing people that we had to face before, and we don't want to. This is sometimes life being overwhelming. This is doubts, and this is fears. And we're having to face them again and find our footing. And so at our root, there's this sense of transformation, but there's also this sense of, I'm not going to be put into the same box, into the same space. I'm not going to be bullied the way that I once was. I'm breaking the mold. And this leads us to the Lovers. This leads us to falling in love with life again. This leads us to beauty and commitment and greater understanding. It's also the fact that nothing is as it appears. There's always another way to think of it, about something, and always another way to think about that. There's always going to be more roads to walk down than we could possibly ever conceive of walking down. There's also this sense here of being guided, of greater understanding, of our angels blessing us. So there's a sense of love, and we can see that with our heart chakra coming through. There's a sense of love guiding us, needing us to listen. There's a sense with the lovers that there's always going to be another way of looking at things. There's always going to be another right answer. There's always going to be, something that we're missing. And so working with others is going to be important, but also connecting with the masculine and feminine energy of ourselves to be able to break the barriers, to be able to open up the doors, to be able to move forward the way that we want to. And then it leads us to the Queen of Pentacles, prosperity, bounty, success. This isn't something that we need to show to everybody, strut around like a peacock type of thing. This is a success that is quiet. This is a success that is ours. Will people be able to see it? Yes, they will, because royalty is always seen. But this is going to be a success that is so powerfully innate and so powerfully aligned with us that we start to nurture it. We start to nurture the way that we want to move forward within our lives. We start to nurture the bounty that we have dreamt of for so long. We start to nurture the successes that we've had in comparison to the hurts and the pains and the disappointment. And we break down barriers for ourselves and move towards something greater, something more, and something endlessly powerful. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's go deeper. Show me deeply, Leo, July 2021, money and career. Show me deeply, Leo, July 2021, money and career. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. The Five of Wands. It makes sense. It makes sense. There's this sense of outside fighting. So there's this sense of office politics. There's this sense of everybody having an opinion, wanting us to do it this way or that way, pulling us in different directions. There's also the sense of internal fighting. It's like, how do I find peace within myself? I'm going through things. I've been through things. I've doubted, I feared, I've been overwhelmed. How do I calm myself down in order to seize the goal, in order to have the prosperity I want for my career and for myself move me forward? Now, the Five of Wands can be a game that got out of hand. It can be. It can be that we look at things as a game. I kind of like to do this when I'm looking at something. It's like, okay, well, how can I beat that last score? How can I move things forward? How can I progress and how can I achieve? And this can be what we're doing with ourselves, but we get so focused on this game that we've invented that we lose sight of everything else, of everything that is intrinsically important to us. And all of a sudden we become in battle with ourselves for, this arbitrary goal, this arbitrary thing that we want. And this is also very much telling us not to get involved with office politics. These are going to be some of the people that come at us, some of the people who want to steal our idea, who want to nurture that which we are creating. And we have to say, no, I'm doing this. I'm claiming this. I'm moving forward this way, and not be so ready to share, which sounds like a bad thing, but it's actually going to be a really good thing. It's going to help us grow. It's going to help us be empowered. This can also be a time where we want to do a lot of things. And the more that we put on our plate, the more that we actually, instead of thinking, oh, I'll just schedule my time really, really well and be able to do it all, it's the more overwhelmed we feel, the more we're in battle with ourselves. Which gets the most attention? What do I want to do the most? How do I nurture myself? How do I move myself forward? So do be mindful of that, especially here. Yeah. Leo, do be mindful of that. The repeat of the number 5, we want freedom. 5 plus 5 equals 10. This resurrection is going to be the freedom that we need, with the ability to arm ourselves so that we move forward in success. Now, our subconscious chakra message is inspiration, the sacral chakra. Now, the sacral chakra is tricky because not only is it our creativity and our sexual energy, but it's also the negativity from this life and from past lives. We're rising into a new dawn, very much that resurrection theme playing forward. With the sacral chakra, we also have to look at the weight that we carry from this life, from past lives, the doubts, the fears, the generational curses, which is just simply the negative patterns that were taught to us by our caregivers, that we then personalize, we encapsulate within ourselves, and we find it very hard to move forward from. Now is the time that we're rising and saying, well, why can't I look at things differently? Why can't I embrace my own creativity? Why can't I walk to the beat of my own drum? What is wrong with that? What is wrong with not fitting in and embracing something extraordinary? It leads us then to our subconscious energy to be mindful of, which is the Queen of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is an energy that says facts are facts. Let facts be the guide. Also, which uses words as weapons. This is going to be a time where we have to be very mindful of what we say. It will be thrown back in our face. So if we're watching ourselves, then we won't give somebody else the fuel to kind of go after us. Also, if we have the facts kind of laid out, this is what's logical, this is what's needed, this is why I want to develop it, we're going to be able to combat this energy much easier when it kind of comes after us. Our subconscious rooted energy is the Well. Now this deck has 2 extra cards, the Well and the Artist, the Well of Inspiration. This is a time where we are going to be inspired, and it can actually be what frightens us. How do I move forward in that inspiration? How do I let that inspiration be a part of me? How do I come to terms with what is growing within my mind? How do I logic this forward? And that could even be where the Queen of Swords comes into play. It's like we want to make sure that we have all angles of this understood before we start creating with it, before we start embracing it, and we're not letting it kind of grow and mold around us the way it needs to. So with the Well, this is the Well of Inspiration. Let the inspiration move us. Let it. Let yourself be inspired, Leo. It's going to be hard, and I don't know why exactly it's going to be so hard for this inspiration to be a part of us, but it is. So just be mindful of that. Our subconscious crowning energy is Justice. Now this is Libra energy, time frame September 23rd to October 22nd. We need to be just to ourselves, balanced and in harmony. Energy, building energy within us that is good and powerful, instead of thinking I just have to do everything for everybody else, just for everybody else, or overworking, overextending myself to be what everybody else needs. And the person that I'm going to be letting down is me, because I'm not being just or fair to who I am. So this is going to be hard, a balancing of the scales, a balancing of things during this time. Our subconscious energy that goes deeper is the Six of Swords. We're gathering up our knowledge. We're gathering up our power. We're moving forward. It's going to be a journey. It's going to be hard. We're going to be nurtured at times and need to be taken care of, either by our spiritual energy within us and our connection with the sacred, or with this sense of having family and friends around us to move us forward, to guide us to more. Emotions can be overwhelming during this time. We need to find that balance between emotional understanding and logical comprehension. That's going to be one of the key things for us. All right, Leo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace our bounty. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Leo.